Good evening, guys. It starts the session today. As of before, we have discussed some of general world applications of an IoT, like a healthcare and the so on things. And today in the session, we're gonna discuss about one more of an applications, and I'll close the general world applications of an IoT. Okay, which was a smart city of Internet of Things. Okay, I'm gonna explain today about that, and I'll go for the more on finance next. Okay. Everyone mute yourself. Okay. One of the application of general world was on a smart city of an IoT, which was it is a type of a sensor in which the urban areas would be collect the data and automatically the systems such as traffic, energy use, and waste management. These things gonna by doing some smart cities, it gonna improve the efficiency of an urban services, and also it reduces the cost and deliver the standard time of living. Okay, basically the smart city would use the IoT such as in the sense of a sensors in urban areas. Okay, in urban areas it would collect the data, and it automatically the systems would be in such like traffic and energy usages and some kind of wastage management. This all gonna improve the efficiency the of an urban services, and in this case it's gonna reduce the cost and it delivers the standard time of a living, and so which was so important, the reducing the cost and living with the smartly. So in this way it gonna make the change. So the basically the smart city would be incorporates the advanced technology. Okay, it includes the vast network of sensors, and it also been interconnected the devices, which it basically it gathers the real time information to improve the efficiency of a public services. Okay, while saving of a money and the resources. Okay, I was repeating again, the smart city would incorporate the advanced technology. It includes a network of sensors, and it would be interconnected devices. It basically it gathers the real-time information to improve the efficiency of a public services while of a saving of a money and resources. So the IoT refers as a network of a physical objects such as devices, vehicles, and buildings, and with an embedded of a sensor, software, and connectivity, which was enabled to them collect and exchange the data. These connected devices can communicate with the other devices and systems by allowing them to function and share the data seamlessly. Okay, the IoT would be referred as a network of physical objects such as devices, vehicles, and buildings, and embedded with the sensors and software and connectivity, which enable them to collect and exchange the data. Okay, they connected devices with connected. They have connected the devices just because to communicate with the other devices and systems by allowing them to function and share the data seamlessly. Okay, these together of IoT and smart city have been used efficiently to address the demands for the resources of so many ways, such as by living, working, driving, and interacting with each other, etc., etc., etc. And the example was that IoT and smart city would indicates of being to apply for improvement of a traffic management, energy consumption, public safety, healthcare, and so on. And by combining of these both, they being basically they efficiently address the demands for resources, adv- um, demands for the resources, And then for living, working, driving, and for interacting upon each other, it's gonna help a lot. Whatever the demands they have, they're gonna fulfill that by following some software and so on implementations. Just like implementing of traffic management, IoT consumption, in energy consumption, uh, public safety, healthcare, and so on. Okay, this IoT forms a technical backbone of every smart city in the world. Okay, basically this IoT forms technical backbone for every smart city in the world. Okay, equipping them with the intelligence, interconnection, and instruments need to be improve the urban services. Okay, it optimizes resources and reduces the cost by connecting a various devices and systems and people. The IoT can provide a real-time data and insights on the city operations and infrastructure. So IoT forms a technical backbone for a smart city in the world, and this gonna with intelligence and interconnections and instruments, it need to be improve urban service. It need to be improve the urban services, and it optimize the resources, and it reduces the cost by connecting the various devices and systems and the people also. This basically it provides the real-time data and insights the city operations and infrastructures. Okay. The use of technologies for a smart cities was this is a combination of a software solutions and the of user interface and the communication networks. It enables it enhances the functioning of an efficiency of a smart cities. Ultimately, the goal is to have the IoT technologies to be interconnected with the data flowing seamlessly between the devices in order to create some truly smart city that they can be improve the quality of a life. Okay, these would be include some radio frequency identification, near field communication, low power wide area, wireless telecommunications, wireless sensor network, and DSH7 and addressing. Okay. So, the basic goal of this IoT technology was to be interconnected with of a flowing a data, which in between the devices in order to create a smart city that can improve the quality of a life. Okay. This includes some of the things which was a radio frequency identification, near field, NFC, LPWA, wireless telegrams, wireless sensor network, and addressing and so on. Okay, let's check the RFID, which was a radio frequency identification. Okay. RFID was basically it's a tagging device which uses to the radio frequency to transfer the data. Okay. It is actually a tag devices which was used to radio frequency to transfer the data, mainly to crack and identify the objects of a people in a smart city. This tracking location and the movements of a vehicles and equipment so on gonna and even the people can generate an important data which they're gonna be used and to optimize the operation of a transportation systems, etc. And this gonna collection of routes and the parking and availability. Okay. The main thing of RFID was to be it transmits the data, and mainly it tracks it and it identifies the objects and the people in the smart city, and it tracks the location and the movement of the vehicles and equipment and people to can be generated and important data that can be used to optimize and operation the transportation. Okay. And additionally, the RFID technology would be used to improve the security, public safety in a city by enabling some real-time tracking of vehicles and individuals. Okay. Additionally, the RFID technology could be used to improve the security and the public safety, mainly for the smart cities. And by that, enabling of a real-time tracking of vehicles and individuals, which is most important tracking things, and the missing issues are so many gonna be deal with this only, no? That way. And next coming to the NFC, which was a near field communication. Okay. Which was a near field of a communication. It is a set of a standards like for a smartphones. Okay. And other like a credit card readers. It is It is a set of standards for smartphones and other devices like credit card readers. It would be establish a radio communication with each other by bringing them to close of a proximity. Technically, within an inch of a distance, it's going to be connect. And in smart cities, NFC is used for like a bidirectional short distance communication, such as the contact-less payments, access control, and electric ticketing. So it is a standard for a smartphones and other devices, just like a credit card readers and that things. Okay, it established the radio communication with each other by bringing them to close. Okay, typically in this with an inch of a distance. In a smart cities, it is used just for the short distance communication, such like a contactless payments and access control electric services. Then coming to the next one, which was a LPWA, which was a low power wide area. Okay, low power wide area. It is in a licensed spectrum. It is an options solution for IoT applications that require a low power, low cost, low bandwidth communication. At the same time, low PWA technologies benefit from a battery life of a 10 years. Okay, low power wide area and it is in a licensed spectrum and it was a option compared to all the applications of an IoT. So it requires the advantage would be basically for this was a low power and a low cost and low bit communication. At the same time, it benefit for a battery life of a 10 years, which was more benefit compared to the other resources. So in that way, it is going to be. And in a smart city, this network is used for applications such as in a building automation and industrial automation. Okay. The LPWA, which was mostly going to be used for building automation and the industrial automation. Okay. Next coming to the wireless telecommunication. Okay. If you kind of remember of a 3G, 4G, which was a long-term evaluation, okay, shortly said to be LTE and a 5G also, or circular being a wireless tele standards that have been primarily used for mobile phones and data terminals. So the 5G offers a low latency, increased speed, higher density. So these connected devices would have been added a capacity of and an energy efficiency as compared to the prior wireless generations. Okay, these 3G, 4G, 5G, these long-term evaluations, which were secular wireless telecommunication standards, these have been primarily used by mobile phones and data terminals. Okay, only these have been used by the only mobile phones and data terminals. So these 5G have offered later on increased speed, lower latency, and higher density. So by adding up these capacities, network and energy efficient, it has been compared by just like a wireless generations. Okay, has a high priority. And this higher density offered by a 5G means that is have a ability to support a 10x more connected devices per square kilometer of a network as compared to the 4G light. 4G long-term evaluation. This feature has been particularly relevant to the Internet of Things. Okay, because of 5G network, it enables the seamless operation of 1 billion connected devices in a 1 square kilometer. In a smart city, 5G and IoT became the essential for applications such as a traffic management or emergency response and self-driving cars. Okay, it has been inbuilt with a high score compared to that. So basically, this wireless telecommunication has been, we know everyone this thing 4G, 5G in the previous days. So even now it was being trending. So the 5G came and it has been created some range and it has been implemented for over so many strength and these were just been updated and it is been increased and trending set. So it has been hashtagged connected devices has been established as. So yeah. And coming to the next one was wireless sensor network, which was a WSN. WSN, wireless sensor network. It is a network of a which any device and comprises the large number of small, low power devices called as sensor nodes. Actually, specifically, these nodes are equipped with the sensors of a microcontrollers and a wireless communication capabilities. These are deployed in a variety of environments to monitor and collect the data. Okay, a wireless sensor network is a network that has been to any device. It would be comprised of a large number of small and low power devices can no power device it can be sensed that. Specifically, these nodes are equipped with the sensors, microcontrollers, and wireless communication capabilities, and are deployed in a variety of environments to monitor and collect the data. In a smart city, wireless sensor network has used to be used to monitor the temperature, humidity, air quality in a smart building. Okay. It has been used for a temperature and so on for a quality. And coming to the these sensors, it has been measured as a physical qualities, converting them to data into the equipment by the humans or machines. The data has been gathered by the IoT sensors. It enables the various types of control and automation. These components are used for a measure to aspects of physical world like a temperature, humidity, and motion, etc. These data from IoT sensors can use to gain insights and it improves the decision making, documents the process, automatic task formation, and across the industries, and it has been implemented in very well. IoT, some examples of IoT sensors was the home and industrial automation, research and development, marketing and customer services, healthcare and environment, and etc. Types of IoT sensor was a Types of IoT sensor was a flow sensor. Flow sensors would be industrial processes, water treatment and distribution, energy management, environmental monitoring. These all things. Coming to the industrial process, it flows the sensors which is used to automate the industrial processes such as a chemical product, oil, gas, refining, food, beverage processing. And coming to the water treatment distribution, by measuring and controlling the flow of a water, these sensors would be help to prevent a leakage and increase the efficiency in a water treatment. And distribution systems or a domestic industrial etc. for agriculture can be used as also water treatment. It was most important for them. And coming to the energy management, this IoT flow meters are being be used in oil and natural gas pipelines for energy management to prevent a dangerous of a leaks or else equipment failures. Okay. And next thing was environmental monitoring. As in the name monitoring, you got to know what was the task of it. The monitoring of a flow of a water in a rivers, streams, wetlands, IoT would be this IoT sensor would be help to improve the environmental management and support to flood warning systems. Flood warning systems. Okay, these monitoring would be in this monitoring would be in of since the sensors would be control the monitoring of rivers, streams, and wetlands of an environment which was naturally be which was naturally it would be. And then of course the examples on we will be go on. So basic examples would be industrial processes, water treatment distribution, energy management, environmental monitoring, etc. The force sensor would be in a material handling, structural monitoring, environmental handling. The material handling was nothing but it monitor the weight of a materials and moved and stored in a warehouses and distribution centers and other facilities and etc. The structural monitoring coming to it is a logging in the stress of a strains and shear forces experienced. The structural monitoring is all of shear forces of bridges, buildings, air caps, and sensors mostly improve the safety and it allows the preventive maintenance before failures could be occur. Okay. Then coming to the environmental monitoring, it is a force of a sensors which helps to monitor the environmental conditions such as the soil and the water qualities and etc. These quality of research and intervention in the areas of the climate change and brought to be monitoring. And humidity sensors, the humidity sensor would been a three, which was a home, office, automation, home, and office automation. This would be help for a humidity of a air in a buildings, enabling of automation in the air conditioning and HAV systems. Although these sensors have been important implications on improving the energy of efficiency of a buildings. Coming to the weather forecasting and climate research sensor, often a humidity which would be it permits a continuous and with the real-time measurements of a located atmospheric humidity levels. By using this data, the weather forecasters can make the predictions with a level of accuracy that would be otherwise it would be impossible. Makeover of a tracking changes in a humidity levels over time also important to improve our understanding of a climate change. Okay, the industrial process control in this manufacturing, the warehouse and the storage and the changes to humidity can have a major effects on the product quality. It has a durability and shelf life. This humidity sensors would allow industrial process to control the supreme control and it monitor of these processes and it improve the efficiency and sustainability. And pressure sensors. The pressure sensors would be this was an application to be forced by the gases or liquids. Okay, they were by using of a force balance, capacitive, and some of assistive principles. It measures the pressure of this applied on the surfaces. Similar to this force sensors, many of the pressure sensors has been obtained by the but not always transducers, and these devices could be connected from one energy to the another energy. Many of us uses these cases to similar to the examples of a listed under humidity sensors as the pressure and humidity often closely related to the environmental factors only, and they're commonly monitored by the server systems. These applications would be IoT of a pressure sensors would include some industrial process control, building automation, environmental monitoring, transportation, medical devices, wearable devices. And coming to the photoelectric sensors, these sensors are being switches and chromaticity sensors. It uses light to detect the presence or an absence of an object basically, or it to be access on other physical properties such as a air clarity. Typically, these devices use a light source such as a LED or a lasers. These are aimed at a sensor. Okay, and these photo sensors are widely used in some IoT applications, owning their accuracy, reliability, and resistance to interface like for in instances just like industrial automation. In this industrial automation, the photoelectric sensors has been used to detect the presence of an objects or in a conveyor belts and some industrial automation systems also. And next of coming to the smart cities. The smart cities often has been used for to monitor the traffic to detect some bicycles or to improve the public safety. And next one is a security of a photoelectric sensor. In this, it helps to detect the physical security breaches and more of in a water level sensors. These water level sensors measures basically the amount of water in the water body or a storage tank. These devices are commonly used like a float switches, optional sensors, pressure sensors to measure the interfield amount of a water present inwards it. And this some have some other more applications which is agriculture, manufacturing, temperature control. Coming to the agriculture, the IoT would basically it would be in water level sensors, monitor the level of the water in integration irrigation ponds, canals, reservoirs, and optimizing some irrigation and helping to reduce the wastage and leaks. Coming to the manufacturing, in this industrial processes, the level of water in tanks is monitored by these sensors, and it enables us automation for a production of a chemicals, paracetamols, and other products. The temperature control, the whatever it having sensors, it is used to monitor the level of a water in a humidities, chillers, and refrigerators and HAV systems. These are useful for a healthcare and warehousing on a storage condenses and ultrasonic sensors. This was being categorized as a physical quality measure, which was based on the method of a measurement. And this have a high frequency sound waves to measure a distance or to detect a presence or an absence of a objects. These devices would generate a ultrasonic pulses and measure the reflected of a bounced back signals. Okay, of those pulses, it calculates the distance and being a non-innovative, relatively inexpensive, and to work the diverse environment. These have a wide range of IoT applications, a flow rate measurement, positioning, navigation, industrial automation, medical applications, etc. would be in have there. Next, the IoT applications of a smart cities, which was a traffic monitoring, just to have explained some of them. Smart building and environment. Okay, one of this is one of the key purposes of a smart city is to improve the quality of a life of a citizens in both outdoor and indoor environments. Okay, these IoT technologies have the data of advancing of a wide range of an urban services, buildings, infrastructure in order to achieve this purpose. Okay, in particular, the smart buildings use a number of IoT devices to support those goals, and including some hardware, thermal screening, disk occupancy, people counting, air quality, temperature control, etc. Okay. The coming to the air quality monitoring was, it is a data which is used in the cities basically, with often around the world to support the urban planning decisions, whereas to locate the new buildings and the roads and to develop the enforce air pollution regulations. So simply, air quality monitoring has been made possible with the optical, electrochemical, and beta attenuation sensors placed in the smart city. And next was the building automation. In These were been helping to improve the efficiency, safety, and the comfort of a public buildings such as the schools, libraries, government facilities, and community centers through automation. This goal with the building of an automation is to enhance the end users to experience and reduce the operating costs, also while providing a more sustainable environment. Okay. Then next one is the noise monitoring. Okay. Different types of sensors and devices has been used by the noise monitoring, such as microphones, geophones, etc., etc. These basically plays in a strategy around the smart city to capture the data or on a voice levels, okay, which are transmitted to central monitoring system. The data from IoT devices allow the smart officials to identify as hotspots of a noise pollution and bring the interventions such as sound barriers, green spaces, and noise reduction building materials. And these applications of a smart buildings and environment. Urban sustainability. In our application of an urban sustainability, our world is transition of a more environmentally aware. The smart cities and IoT technologies are being for this shift. Smart lighting, it changes the intensity of a street lights. It changes the intensity of a street lights based on the movement of a vehicles, and this results to be notable energy savings and reduction of a light pollution. Also, by installing of the sensors, it's going to be detect the malfunctioning public lights to reduce the maintenance and cost. And next was the smart meters. Smart meters are also of a device of an IoT which it going to be attached to the buildings and going to be connect the smart grid energy. Sorry, grid. It allows the utility companies to manage the energy flow more efficiently. And the smart meters enable the users to track their own power consumption. More it leads to the more energy usage awareness and potential savings also. And as an example, Vodafone and one of the world's largest wireless carriers has over 12 million of small meters of connection globally. And exposed by the smart waste management. Okay, the smart waste management can improve the efficiency and reduces the cost by using a capacity of a sensors to track the level of a waste held garbage cans and recycle the containers, which determine the most efficient pickup routes for a waste management companies or a building services. This is all about urban stability, and one was a smart urban mobility. It plays on a key challenges among the city administration. It plays in a key role by offer traffic congestion of making a various real-time data available on a vehicle movement. Okay, the first thing was the traffic monitoring. The smart traffic management solutions are being used by the to monitor and analyze the traffic follows. The system optimize the traffic lights and help the prevent two roadways from becoming too congested on based on this time and day of rush hour schedules. So according to the smart cities playbook, smart parking. These applications use the cameras and other sensors to drive find available of a parking spaces without continuously drilling the around the crowded by the city blocks or the parking lots. So sensors placed on this parking spots transfer the data to server who delivers the information to drivers to mobile phone applications is to display the boards. To date, the smart parking has been already increased the capacity roads by over 10%. Next thing was the connected vehicles. These connected cars and the transport services are growing in adoption with the ability to provide a real-time traffic data, which has and transfer the routes to drivers. According to the insider intelligence, these connected cars have been make up the 97 percentage of the total number of registered vehicles in the USA by 2035. These are the applications of smart cities. And moving on, next thing, financial. Next thing we're going to discuss about the finance of an IoT. Okay, finance IoT, it helps to collect the data from a multiple sources to improve on decision making. It also supports the mission to mission communication, thereby automating often a very variety of tasks. So the first thing was the faster decision making. Many businesses decisions would include this investment decisions which are based on in-depth data analysis. The business pattern analysis and the market research would require this a lot. And business can use this IoT devices to collect and analyze the client's data to gain valuable insights into their needs and in needs. And it ensures a faster decision making. The IoT becomes a more powerful when it combined to the advanced technologies such as AI that have been several used in cases in a finance to drive the strategic decision making by leveraging. Wait a minute. So the business requirements has would be it colors the data and it analyzes to the clients, and the data would be insights to the needs and ensuring for a faster decision making. So it has been become more powerful, and it has combined to the advanced technology such as an AI, which you know how powerful it has been nowadays. And then they have leveled the AL, ML, and RPA financial leaders, which could be more efficiently analyze the big data, which has been analyzed the more big data, one made and formed and strategic decisions on how to best allocate the resources and experience seamless IA operations. And the finance and accounting processes involves in a collaboration of different departments for efficient collection of the information. Instead of manually collaborating, the companies can the company wait a minute. Same as FIA questions, which was FIA defined as a financial and account processing. It involves in a collaboration of a different departments of efficiently collection of information. Instead of manually uh, correcting, the companies can automatically, the whole process is going to be done. The information can be collected and updated in the cloud of real time using IoT devices. This helps to save the time and effort. This would be otherwise have been a spend of a collating and managing the data from multiple teams. It improves the next thing was improving of an efficiency. It helps to track employee and business performance in a real time. Okay. IoT devices like variables, these things would track the terms productive hours and it alert you to anything if it misses. It also provide a data to check whether the devices have such as an ATMs and customer services are working efficiently or not. Improving efficiency was nothing but it tracks the employee and business performances in a real time. Okay, and the devices like variables in such way it tracks the teams to productivity hours and it alerts if anything is missing or if anything was wrong. It also provides a data to check whether the devices such as ATMs and consumers are working efficiently or not. Uses of using cases of an IoT was IoT payments, it's cheaper to make on a device without any human intervention based on a set of a rules. IoT payments allow the platform allows the customers to pay in their invoices through a variety of devices which are limited to contact lens cards, smartphones, smartwatches. These are being all are enabling to offer an IoT payments in your accounts reversible process. It can help the evaluate the customer experiences and it can make the payment process in a smoother way. The IoT payments. Next one was the customer services. These IoT devices can help and provide a promote assistance for a customers. For example, smartphones, which can be used and notify the account managers or customer relationship managers when a customer walks into an office, and this helps us to address the customer's concerns quickly and gain their trust and loyalty. These IoT devices can also help the customers to navigate our office premises by providing them the directions to right exits to. And IoT technology also support identify the management and the electronic ticketing for a quarry evaluations. And next thing was a credit risk management. Basically, it allows a gather you to a real-time data of a client, which assists to improve the credit risk management. Okay, it also helps the sender alerts and it notifies us to our sell persons and our financial teams when they are deal with the high risk consumers, and this will help us to keep a bad debate or at a minimum and to improve the ROI. Credit risk management. It was in a real-time data of a client which assists to improve the credit risk management. It also helps to send alerts and notifications of your salesperson and financial teams when they deal with the high risk consumers. Thing with the fraud detection. Fraud. Okay, fraud detection. The banks and the financial institutions are a prime targets of hackers. Okay, the IoT devices has been coupled with the machine learning applications in a finance. It helps to detect the anonymous by collecting a data from various machines and web applications, including a payment portals, services, and teller machines, etc. These help us to quickly identify the intentions of a fraud and money laundering and take necessary corrective actions. Okay, about a fraud detection, it doesn't need a much of explanation, I think. So basically, it is in a banks and financial institutions make it prime target of an hackers because it's coupled with it is coupled with machine learning applications to finances, and it helps to detect the anonymous by collecting a data from various machines and web applications, including a payment purchase services and teller machines, etc. This helps us to quickly identify the intents as fraud, money laundering, and take the unnecessary for corrective actions. Next thing was auditing. Accounting and auditing are crucial to identify any irregularities in financial processes and uncover of a fraud. While IoT in accounting, all transactions can be tracked in real time and it has to be sent to the accounting department by using IoT accurate accountants only. It can easily track the audit trials and all the employees or businesses units whether they're gonna be make purchase or receive the money in real time. The streamless accounting process and lowers the effort that are otherwise needed for auditing process. It also ensures that the accounting procedure is efficient and error free. The steps has to be implemented for IoT and automate the financial services were done. Look for a proven use cases. It is all about identify the areas with financial functions where IoT is used commonly. These are proven that the use cases of an IoT implementation within a finance, and these poses a fewer risk also. For example, payments is a key of a area where IoT are widely used. Okay. Next thing was the improved data management. Improved data management was it is of a structure which of implementation will generate a many million gigabytes of a data. Therefore, ensuring that you have a data structures and governance rules they're going to be handling such volume of a data securely is important. Okay. That next thing was implementing of a advocate security measures. It protects our IoT ecosystem within a necessary of a cybersecurity measures. IoT devices tend to have a weaker defenses and are easily targeted for hackers. It ensures your work of an IT teams and it consultants to add other necessary security measures. Okay. Next thing was a track return on investment. Okay. IoT investments are oftenly expensive and it have hence the ensuring that have been spent in our capital wise is critical. So you can look at the parameters such as how IoT has been boosted for a customer to serve customer services or to reduce the times of for adulting for audits when they look at a ROI numbers. These are the steps of an how to implement the IoT, automate, and other financial services. The use cases of IoT financial was in IoT payments, customer services, credit risk management, fraud detection, auditing, and the steps of implementation of IoT and automate our financial services are a look for proven use cases, improve data management, implementing of an advocate security measures, and track return on investment. Benefits of an IoT was a faster decision making, seamless if and a operations. It improves efficiency. And coming to this, all the IoT of financial is all it has been used across the manufacturing of healthcare, agriculture, financial services, hospitality, retail industries. So IoT technology connects the everybody objects as like example like if watches, phones, industrial equipment, the buildings, and more of on internet things. And it allow them to connect within each other, and it conducts the transactions and it shares the information whatever. Okay, it makes the machine smarter, and your process of a more efficient. In this article, we come to know the what was an IoT. Often it's going to be used more advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning in a financial. Of what if we look, this is all about IoT of finance. And next, retail, right? Yeah, we have discussed about agriculture, industries, sensors of a buildings, healthcare, finance, retail. Retail was of some more balanced, completed. So, okay. The IoT refers to a network of a physical devices, objects, space embedded with a Bluetooth for sensors, and the sensors have a global positioning of a system, which was called as the GPS, global position system, and the radio frequency identification, which was just before we have discussed about RFID technologies, right? That way, it helps the brands to track the location, condition, and the movement of their assistants and inventory anytime, anywhere. Retailers can get 360-degree invisibility of a connecting and exchanging the data within a systems and devices over the internet. Okay, the data collection and sharing. The one thing was the most common applications was the data collection and sharing. Okay, the devices often embedded with the sensors help to track the product and shop the life cycle. Okay, it would include the tracking of various forms of a data, including environmental equipment to assessment, performance, stock levels, etc., for more. And this information can be stored and transmitted and analyzed using the algorithms to extract the meaningful insight, insight, insights to optimize the operation. So, it was a network of physical devices, objects, and spaces embedded with a Bluetooth, often sensors, a global positioning of a system, which was shortly called as a GPS, and radio frequency and technologies. It helps to brands to track the location, condition, movement in their asset and inventory at any time, anywhere. The retailers can get a 360 degrees of a visibility by connecting and exchanging the data with systems and devices over the internet. Okay, the most common things was the data collection and sharing and the process automation. Coming to the data collection and sharing, it would be sensors to help the track the product and shopping life cycle. Okay, basically it includes the tracking of a forms of various data, which includes some environmental, equipment, assessment performances, stock levels, and more of. This information could be stored, transformed, and analyzed using the algorithms to extract the meaningful insights to optimize the operations. Okay, this process of an automation, next thing was the process of an automation would connect the stores and devices between partially or fully automated to bring efficiency, sustainability, and to retail operations and the processes. Further, retail automation helps to increase the phase perception and efficiency of a supply chain operations, inventory management, and it's gonna be order fulfillment and checkout, etc. things. And this is all about the process automation. And next, Internet of Things of a retail market trends. Okay, what are the benefits of retail IoT? Okay, it has been implemented of an industry is gaining a momentum due to the several reasons. This technology has been added. It adds developing new business models, analyzing customer behavior, optimizing processes, and increasing of employee productivity, etc., etc. Mainly supply chain optimization that has improved the customer experiences, it layouted the optimization and inventory management, etc. Let's see the four things, which was optimized supply management, enhanced customer experiences, layout optimization, and inventory management. Optimized supply chain management. Okay. This was of a combination of RFID and GPS technologies, which allow the retailers to identify and inspect every object across the warehouses in transmit and then the other shelves. The connected sensors provide a consistent stream of real-time data, which of a flow to the store. It helps to identify the potential bottlenecks, and enable contingency planning, and it allows the route optimization and accelerate to product delivery. It also enables the manufacturing suppliers and the distribution centers to optimize the shipping and handling times and while ensuring the speedy delivery to vendors to end customers. Okay. So optimized supply chain management was a combination of a RFID and GPS technologies which allow to identify and retailers to identify and inspect the every object across the warehouses. It offer transmission of and another sales. It connects the sensors and it provides a consistent stream of real time consistent streams of a real time data from flow to store, and it helps to identify the potential bottlenecks, enable contingency planning. It allows the route to optimization it and excellent product delivery. It also enables the manufacturers, suppliers, distributions of the centers to optimize the shipping and to optimize the shipping and handling times while ensuring of speedy delivery to vendors and consumers. Next thing was enhance the customer experiences. In the IoT capabilities and the machine learning algorithms, it can be accurately access the customer data to personalize shopping experiences, right? And Bluetooth Light Energy, which is a BLE, it can help the personalized option or personal shopping by sending the alerts and notifications about special discounts and season offers on smartphones, which was based on the shopper's location honestly. Like you'll get a notifications in generally right about about the discounts and some have the new stocks. So that has been enhanced the customer experience only. With that only it has been inbuilt the application. Next thing was the layout optimization. This analysis of the software clubbed with the interpreter sensors, and it enables to IoT technology to improve in-store layout. It helps to optimize customer behavior. This data can be used to understand the buyer journeys, identity, and identify the impatient shoppers and determine the reasons of an abandoned carts. This analytics and machine learning driven demand forecasting. This would be help to staff to anticipate the demand, supplies, and consumer retention ratios, and it makes the proactive decisions to adjust the shopping environment. Okay. Basically, the layout optimization would include would be clubbed with the infrared sensors to enable the technology to improve the in-store layout. It optimizes the customer behavior so that these data could be used to understand the buyer journeys, buyer journey, and to identify whether they're confused or their impressions about the shoppings. So these they're gonna demand and supply and the customer retention ratios, and to make the proactive decisions to adjust proactive decisions of a shopping environment. Next thing was efficient inventory management. Okay, I'm repeating again. Efficient inventory management. Okay, the RFID chips and the other sensors can streamline assets and inventory with the data centers. Some smart price tags and a digital displays integrated with with the image analysis of a capability. It helps to improve the control and order stock levels and experiential of a days in a warehouse and other front shelves and within other front shelves. So these RFID chips and this RFID chips and this RFID chips and sensors can be streamly assets and inventory with the data centers and the smart price tags and digital displays, which was integrated with image analysis. With an image analysis and capabilities help to improve and control the stock levels and expiration dates on the warehouse on the front shelves. The uses of an IoT in a retail industry. Okay. In this modern retail ecosystem, the various IoT devices and platforms and applications will more have leverage of an IoT potential to navigate the changing retail landscaping. The usage would be in some half categories, which was I'll say on seamless in-store navigation. Okay, seamless in-store navigation. Okay, these this was a basically sensor-based lights, temperature controls, security controls, stock marketing, indoor air quality, which was shortly set to be IAQ, and a point of a sale coin assistance and in enhancing of an in-store experience of a shoppers. So indirect advantages of a data extracted and analyzed by the from some of an IoT, which was mentioned above, including of a monitoring across the light schedules, energy consuming refrigeration zones, warehousing, and so on. So it has been incorporated as a cashless payment system, and it remotes the temperature monitoring sensors and the features to be securely loyal card connectivity system for a vendor. Okay, the enabled of a coffee chain to get a real-time information about the cash collection and it restocks and it morely and it has been helped to drastically reduce the overstacking challenge. Next thing was there smart shelves. Okay, help the track items to ensure they were never out of stock. Okay, you see out of stock things, right? So it helps the track to make ensure that never gonna be out of stock. Okay, then it checks the things aren't being misplaced or it checks the whether the things were being misplaced or things. So it fitted with weight sensors and RFID tags and readers to allow the scanning and the products to display where the stock slaves. It makes the inventory process to cost effective and more precise. So additionally, by connecting of an RFID tags, it can read and it can themselves can also detect whether the how saving money and the security person and the cameras etc. things. Next thing was the product replacement. You can see product replacement in every online website, right? So in that way, these store management managers can use these insights collected off from the sensors and video to identify where the premium stores are areas. They can test like a placement of on a different product types in their special spots and to determine the most profitable layout. Implementing of a self-learning and analytics and next then algorithms can also assist in the store owners to operate and deliver the seamless shopping experience. So next thing was a buyer behavior tracking. Okay. Occupancy sensors share the visual insights on a store traffic patterns and rendition type times in a premium product areas. So this data enables better planning in a store of a marketing and guiding of a marketing of a digital displayed ads has been considered space automating and the layouts also. These data can also lever to track the wait times and checkout at the checkout of optimizing customer services with an additional self checkouts or a more staffing. Okay. And next thing was checkout automation. Okay. Brick or a more stores can use a variety of IoT technologies, which it includes motion activated cameras, of a self-tracking tags it provides a fully automated on cashless in store by shopping of an experience. So shoppers can walk in and pick the items what they want and they can make a payment of an online get a digital receipt on their phone smartphone and they can walk out also just like an Amazon Go has been utilized this, right? So in that way. Smart tags as an anti thief prevention of a device where while of a creating of a smooth shopping experience, it really yeah, it's a really a good thing. It creates a smooth shopping experience while shopping of in a digital way. More of offline payments and stuff. So next thing was on-site sensors offer repairs and maintenance. So the retailers can install the commercial sensors for a food storage facilities or parking sites or warehouses to track the light, humidity, temperature of an air quality. If any visual aspect has an emphasis as an instant alert, it is trigged as a trick and it's going to be depending upon the software. It can also generate a reports of a tracking threads, a tracking of a trends fluctuated from the over time and it can be automatically safety checks. Next thing was the whole chain monitoring. Okay, the food spoilage in the grocery in industry results to a significant of a losses. So the environment sensors can install to track these conditions inside the food storage facility, like a cargo vessels and the delivery vessels to ensure the food remains fresh and the waste is reduced. Okay, this helps to obtain the a pricing data like a temperature which is the item is going to be stored and how long it's going to be standard in transmit etc things. These information can help to improve the quality of transport for a goods in real time. Okay, whether a product is being kept in a temperature or too low or high or whatever, it's going to be avoid substances losses. Next thing was offline retail experiences. Okay, the increasing of a preferential on offer a site shopping has been completed of retailers to blend in in-store and virtual buying for a seamless experiences. The IoT devices make this possible by providing a consumers that with an easy access of real-time stock availability in the store shoppers. It could be load the carts online and try to products to be in store and it ensures that a hassle free in a store of experience with a minimum time of a spending. Okay, that way. So the final thing was the retailers of for today can benefit the IoT in a various ways. It it would be include to be used like a real-time reporting, continue monitoring, buyer behavior tracking, etc., with supply chain optimizations, etc. It would help to improve their end client experiences by developing an IoT platform of a profitable. So investment on the retailers of an any size, they want to leverage the automation and the digital transformation of the IoT opportunities. Like they want to be make it. And if you are looking for like these implementations of a store and leader of experience seems to be concerned. So in that way, it's gonna be. The users cases of IoT retail industry was a seamless in-store navigation, smart shelves, product placement, buyer behavior tracking, checkout automation, on-site sensors for repairs and maintenance, cold chain monitoring, offline retail experiences. These are the users cases of an IoT retail industry. And benefits of IoT retailing was optimized supply chain management, enhancement customer experiences, layout optimization, efficient inventory management, and the role keeping of an IoT retail market was of data collection and data collection and sharing, process automation. It helped the working of an IoT retail was to it helped the brands to track the location, condition of a movement of their assets and inventory anytime, anywhere. The retailers can get a 360-degree visibility offer by connecting and exchanging the data of a smart often within a systems and devices over the internet. Okay, this is all about that. And getting off manufacturing of an IoT. Guys, was I'm audible for you? Can someone respond with an emoji? Was I am audible for everyone? Can someone please raise your hand with an emoji? Thank you so much. Is there any difficulty you can say to us? Okay, IoT in a manufacturing. IoT in manufacturing industry. Okay, it is all often in smart spaces. Okay, it is driving unpredictability distribution and can help make the factories safer of a frontline workers and increase the productivity and efficiency, and as of it can save the millions and dollars of income. Okay, this is all of. Okay. The process of IoT is transforming a manufacturing industry was the digitalization has been uplifting the manufacturing landscape, and the companies are looking into the and transform this ecosystem through innovative technology. So the researchers have studied also showed that the digital leaders would be adopt the game changing of an industries of a 4.4 solutions. Today, the digital success genesis has been inspiring, and these are a quick look. Let's see how the look towards it. Predictions are early in malfunctions. According to the analyst frame, the 82% of companies has been experienced unplanned downtime. Okay, the unplanned downtime is in a manufacturing. It can cost the company much as there are so many of dollars of money in a hour. Why you guys were leaving? Can someone say to me that? Guys, intimate your friends to not to leave. They're more of only 25 minutes of time, right? So don't leave. Just mention you one more time, don't leave. Make your friends to come to the class. The people who left has to be get added right now. The people who left has to be added right now to the meeting. Okay, well. Predicts the early malfunctions. Okay. These devices have the various sensors that can be monitor the temperature, vibration, voltage, currents, and more of it. So these sensors can help the early warnings to sign that if any predictions of a malfunction has been happening or been creating of a safer workplace. Okay. These devices have the sensors which can be monitor the temperature, vibration, voltage, current, and more of so on. These sensors can help with an early warning signs of an any predicted malfunctions and creating of a safer workplace. Okay, the higher margins and the customer satisfaction levels. Second thing was the manufacturers has to be have an existing opportunities which can use the IoT and to be get connected of a products. So the benefits of resulting going to be related to the product to be start with an enhancing and existing services delivery. Thus, the early warning and the detection of a signals can drive quality improvements in our future products, and the new services can ensure the higher
Excuse,
market.
ma'am,
Yeah.
there is no change of slide, ma'am, from long time.
No, I'm just saying the applications in a general way.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Can I know the reason why the members were leaving? Guys, can someone please respond now? Make sure your friends has to be joined right now. Okay then. And the improved assessment management of a Viva supply chain, which is it is all about manufacturers that has been facing with a higher customer services expectation, and it has it was one of the critical expectations as for us faster than delivery time. So against this the backdrop, the manufacturers has been explored of a micro logistics network to meet the accelerated of a delivery needs. Okay, the usage of IoT is a connected supply chain. It of SS2 level is in helping to manage the inventory positions. Okay, so inventory throughout the complex logistics has to be networked. Implementations of operational intelligence was it is of it can make it can the machinery can take over time of a consuming and heavily human labor work, and it experts the predict this to and a future of manufacturing. When the machines are connected, it helps to create an intelligent networks that has to be communicate and coordinate with the other with a little human intervention. Okay, in the implementation of an operational intelligence, in this thing the mission has the missions have been connected. It helps the create the intelligent networks to communicate and it coordinate with each other with a little human intervention. Okay, it boosts next thing one, a boosting of inequality. The IoT sensors has to be captured in a data of a product specifications in the other matrices. This includes the data from a third party of a different stages in the product cycle itself. Furthermore, the manufacturers can determine whether the product has to be meet quality of the specifications or the need of any physical inspection. Okay, In this, the data permits to the composition of a raw resources utilized and the effort of a transportation and other factors on the final in the finished goods. If integrated in this result, the IoT system would be provided data on provide the data on the consumer reactions to the product. Inside, it can be helped to fix and the quality of a problems. On the next one, improved production planning and scheduling. And the name itself, you come to know that the planning and scheduling is all about. It is all about the organizing of many over the hundreds and millions of things have to be inspected, and then they're gonna check up over the everything the total production of a time, and the scenario has to be turned on automatically the quality checks. And next thing was the better plan safety and security. Next, the better plan safety and security of manufacturing. The IoT technology has been blended with an extensive data analysis, okay, and can facilitate the safety and security by monitoring of a KPIs, which is including of a vehicle mishaps and employee absence, near misses, injuries, and more of during delay operations, etc. These IoT ensures better safely through a real-time instance. This is going to be significant of an areas only, and these issues can be now addressed immediately. Moreover, the manufacturers can ensure the compliances with the safe and healthy regulations of an environmental concerns. So security has been challenging among this thing specifically, but the technology has been easy and as a point of a company's data. So the yeah. And so the security protocols and the no current standardizations operation technology and this linked to prevented the unauthorized access to deal with the security issues. And the existing IoT uses of a manufacturing was a remote monitoring. The thing remote monitoring has a great use of a use to look out the leaders and with an industrial assets who can find the convenience utility with an IoT connected assets. Here the IoT sensors can monitor the equipment usage and the health. It helps us to access the performances of a sensors, which can also help to deploy the services if there any problems were occurring. So these were the models has been opened by the new paths, which was digital twins. This is the thing called digital twins was gaining a more popularity over the companies who was invested for in the year of 2018. Also, for 30% improvement of a cycle times of critical process. This the readers can leverage the power of an IoT blended with an enjoy of an in-depth of analysis. So this technologies are in a cloud, extended reality, and AI also. By applying of this approach of the thing called digital twins, the businesses can create a robust digital copies and virtual copies of physical objects, and in their application on the manufacturing of a floor can be handy. And they discover some kind of stimulate process of an issues and then the needs and the which was resulting with the risking of and damaging of many physical aspects. Next thing was the logistic management of a manufacturing. These logics of a manufacturing has companies has been risky due to the lack of control over the weather of a place and and high and highly likelihood of a fraud and a large number of assets and that could be in need of a managed and that could be very need of a managed and the companies that depend upon significantly on the transportations and consider that the IoT lead interconnection between the various devices and systems. The IoT applications of logistics can deal with a many use case along with the typically supply chain from a warehouse to meet the management and tracking areas. Thus, the technology acts as a visual force behind the digital transformation. For example, Amazon only. It has been benefited for the stand-alone dropping shipping, boots, and lockers increasingly delivered convenience and making the profit. Thus, the manufacturers can enjoy. Guys, please don't left. I was requesting nothing. Don't leave the meeting. I'm gonna repeat one more time. I'm gonna say to your department HOD. Wait a minute. Guys, please get back to the class. There's just all of only few minutes left now. It's a very bad thing. It's gonna be issued very badly. Okay. The trends of a manufacturing in manufacturing was employee safety. No need to like employee safety, which was a smart sensors can detect the level of a heat, air pollution, radiation, noise, etc. things, and the fire sensors can sense to the temperature changes and detect the fire. Run predictive maintenance gonna be demonstrate or fix a equipment before it may be cause any damage or an incident, and more on and security and privacy. Uh, Security and privacy. Privacy and security has become the main focus for increasingly for IT specialists. It increased the visibility value of a manufacturing exposure. In system to the cyber threats, which is a concern of our IT owners. This has been increasingly need to deal with a data leak infections or to turn traditionally functions into smart and secure factories. Authentication is a critical process to all the areas of IoT, which it could be network or a software applications. There is some ways to IoT ecosystem to be included, which was keeping the track of a physical IoT devices and avoiding them to getting lost on the student, and is identify the risk and risk running management and using encryption. Next thing was machine to machine automation. This is a technology which is initially adopted in a manufacturing industrial settings, where other technologies such as an remote monitoring, etc., has been helped to remotely manage and control the data from equipment. But the primary purpose of a machine-to-machine learning technology was to tap into the sensor data and it transfers into a network. One of the best ways is to look out for the communication between a device and the last. This is 409. Can you respond? What was the problem of session you have joined the last session? Are you disconnected friendly and you have came right now? Can you please explain the reason? 22R05A0409. Can you respond, please? Hello? Is there? Anyone? 409. Can you at least raise your hand? 409. The last three digit. PCB. At least can you raise your hand? Raise your hand now. Was I audible for you guys? Oh my God. Okay. The mission automation. It has a three processing, which was it can be help on. The one thing was remote monitoring, product pre-stocking, access tracking, and monitoring. Then next thing was wrapping up. It is a growth of opportunities and some leading players are already exporting the niche technologies to leverage the digitalization to optimize the benefits. These promising these these promising technology can pave the way for a manufacturing industry and to achieve the next generation of a manufacturing excellence. The transformation of a manufacturing industry was being found with some half steps, which was predicting early malfunctions, higher margins, and customer satisfaction levels, improved assessment management via connected chain, implementations of operational intelligence. It boosts the quality and it improves the planning and scheduling and better planned of a safety and security. And the existing uses of manufacturing was manufacturing. Shit. IoT manufacturing was remote monitoring, digital twins, logistic management, manufacturing KPIs, and the trends of a manufacturing was employee safety, security and policy, distribution automation. Wrapping up, this is all of manufacturing of an IoT. Guys, can you respond? Anyone? Anyone can respond to me. Can someone respond to me immediately?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, why you guys were leaving at the end of the meeting? Why don't you stay for some time? Does you know the reason anything? I have not observed these many days. I have observed today.
I exactly don't know the reason, ma'am.
Okay, then why this 409, the member, I don't know whether it's girl or boy, why they're not responding? Was they are classmate for you?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, he isn't traveling and there is a network issue with him, ma'am.
Fine. And then okay. This IoT helps to people to live and work smarter. Okay. As we have discussed so many examples for that. And then yeah. It's like some examples of a cars, automating cars, smartwatches, and thermostats, and etc. These improve the lease, and like an example of a person who arrives at a home, it can communicate with the garbage of open the door. Okay, and to adjust some kind of a present temperature and lightning and could this etc things. Okay, and then next, in addition of an offering of a smart devices, it's gonna automate the homes and the essential to business, and it provides an organization with a real-time look and into how their systems are really working and delivering their insights and into everything, the performance of emissions to supply chain and logistic operations. And next thing was the IoT enables that would enable the machines to complete a task without any human interaction. I have we discussed about this in so long ago, the first session, I think. It doesn't require any human to human interaction, or it doesn't require to human to machine interaction. If we give some kind of a software of a building with them, then it's going to be perform the task in a smarty way with its own alerts itself. Okay, and this company can automate the process and reduce the labor costs as we discussed, and it's going to be cut down on a waste, and it improves the services delivery, and it helps to make a less expensive of an manufacturing, and it delivers the goods and offers transparently into the customers transactions. Okay, it it wasn't a less expensive thing compared to the so many things of a manufacturer. Just we have discussed about that, and the goods, the transfer of a transportry has been also a very beneficial way. IoT is one of the most important technologies, and it continues in advance of a more in a business to realize that the potential of a connected device is to be keep competitive. It is a bit competitive compared any of a sector, because in every sector the IoT has been involved in coming to the industry or in coming to the health issue and agriculture. Wherever you go, the IoT has been implemented in a very great way. And even if it's going in a futurely advanced of a technology, advanced of a technology. And next thing was the benefits of an organizations. Okay. Okay. It monitors overall the business processes. It monitors like till the like if you're offering if you're some kind of you're doing an online thing, then of like choosing some outfit or something else from the start to end, it's going to be operate so within all of an applications of a software, so it was also part of an IoT itself. Okay, in that way it monitors the overall the business of a processes. Okay, next thing was improving of a customer experiences. So improving in the way saves in the sense like if you got any add to cart product to be in the stock, then gonna be notify you that something gonna be has been added to your cart. It has been ready right now. The product is available right now, and just like if you got any offers in that way, it gonna be alert you. In that way, they are saying that it improves the customer experiences and yeah, good quality even. It saves the time and money. Yeah, as you know, the online applications, you know how it's saving the money, and yeah, it doesn't require any online. Sorry, it doesn't require any offline sites. We can go with to online so blindly. It enhances this employee productivity. Yeah, even the productivity has been developed just because of all these things has been uh, established with a good way. Or if the smart things were attracting the people, they're gonna be have a great productivity in a good way itself. So that's what it's saying. Next thing was it provides integration and adaptable business models. As like I have said just now only, the smart ways like the thing of an attraction of a member, you know, like by sending some kind of a messages of it was the sale is alive and from often advertisements, and in that way in an attractive way, even it provides an integration and it makes the business has to be a very well way, and next enables a better business decisions. Yeah, even of not only nothing, they're gonna be advanced, you know, the app gonna be update just like day before only in this like tomorrow also, everything gonna be updated, and it's gonna be a better way of a decision making. So they don't know what gonna click on, what gonna make the people to be attracted. They just being on experimental on us, and that way they are saying that then it enables a better business decisions. And lastly, it generates a more revenue. In a more of a profit ways, it's gonna be profitable. And tomorrow's session, we're going to discuss about some pros and cons. Okay, the general world has been completed, guys.